Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal there's... What do we do? We can't hurt them! What type of monster is this?
Morax, you arrive at my doorstep of your own volition. Excellent. Taking revenge and stealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Azhdaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine. The British Earth will not absolve you.
Stabilize!
Who is one?
Crumble.
Gather!
I swear by my sword!
From rock to dust. Sooner or later. Is once not enough? You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be. Stabilize!
Barbados, guide us.
Crumble.
Order guide you.
No atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Solidify!
Wind, hear me.
Kratos, guide us.
Rise! I will have order.
There is no atonement for 1,000 years of pain!
Go as one!
Gather!
I swear by my sword.
Morax, 1,000 years after you sealed me underground.
You should call it by its name, Azhdaha.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all.
No. You have forgotten.
That voice!
Azhdaha.
Huh? Kunjun?
Morax. It's been a while.
You're...
Azhdaha. The very same.
During the battle, you imbued us with your power.
Yes. It was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. Allow me to elaborate. I am not heaven and earth, yin and yang, opposing forces. You can
So there are two
No! It can't be!
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, that's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back.
The audacity! Are you insane? If you truly are a part of me...
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. Too weak to reincarnate, I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit...
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall. Had your power been but a little strong...
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. Only when it's been so long. A secret beyond all comprehension.
There would be no harm in it. The decision is yours.
You haven't changed. Azhdaha was once a friend and ally of the Geo-Archon Morax, with a lifespan far exceeding that of mankind. The memories of rocks do not last long. Those memories that survive are rooted in powerful emotion. Erosion ground Azhdaha's consciousness into oblivion. Slowly, he forgot the fake Azhdaha, now incomplete, became irascible.
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked the ley line.
This much is true, which is why you attacked the chasm. Why, in the beginning, in order to open up new territory and increase production, the citizens of Liyue came to the mountains to mine. Overexploit erosion made us even more savage. No matter how we struggled, we lost. Morax shared with us some of his power to prevent further erosion. But it was futile, and so we became you. And from your will, I emerged. I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Azhdaha and Morax.
No!
I am the remnants of Azhdaha's benevolence, the echo of a contract set in stone. I harbor...
No! It is I, Azhdaha, forged of elemental crystal, bearer of the weight and memories of the earth, older than the mountains and the ocean.
Morax is not an insect.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect in turn.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than that which you have forgotten. I hold here in my heart. If you are the memory of the earth, all powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and...
A star appears within the wild. A sun. Strange.
You are spent, and I will soon disappear. In the wilderness, snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt.
No! That isn't true! I don't accept this as fate!
Perhaps it isn't, but it remains an inevitable
More axe!
The little girl vanished.
Are you satisfied, Azhdaha?
I had to make amends. Satisfaction had no part in it. So, Morax, you call yourself Zhongli these days?
I do.
Well, I'm afraid old habits die hard.
As you please.
I never did forget your gift of sight.
I hardly lifted a finger. Think nothing of it.
And yet, you could see. You wouldn't know the yearning of a blind dragon, searching for the sun.
Your power is nearly spent.
Perceptive as always, my friend.
Shall we get going, you and I?
Surely the pressing matter is still that of the miners trapped outside the seal.
Indeed. Hence the need to get going. To fix the damage left in your wake.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Azhdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.